What's up, Pawn family? It's Yigal, and I'm winding down for the day. I'm going to leave a little bit early today because I'm so used to being with my family at home that being in the office, it's a little bit lonely. So I'm going to wrap stuff up, take some work home, and continue there. But I want to share the story. I've never shared it before. And, today somebody asked me a question. And the question was a great question. There was nothing wrong with the question. Just something clicked in my mind right now that made a very, very big difference. The question was, Yigal, what are you going to do on Memorial Day? And I told myself, or I told this person, I said, hey, I'm going to, maybe do a barbecue and swim, spend time with my daughters, hang out. And then I remembered we have a neighbor whose daughter is probably 12 years old or so. And when she first moved into the house, she came over, she'd play with my daughter, super nice young girl. And I'll never forget that we were watching Tarzan. And she looks around and she says, that reminds me of my family. And I said, well, why? She said, because, I don't have a daddy either. So took a gulp, swallowed the saliva in my throat, and I asked, no, actually I didn't ask. And I just asked. And what happened was that soon after that year, it was like 2 years ago, that Memorial Day, her mother posted on Facebook that they had lost her husband, the girl's father, during either an exercise or a battle or something, in a helicopter accident. As I look up Memorial Day, and we're remembering those who died in active military duty. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that we live in a country that there's freedom. I come from Turkey, and I'll never forget my father telling me a story where he said that they would walk up to people and take away their land because they were Jewish or they were different. So be grateful for your freedom. Be grateful for what you have. If there's somebody who lost a loved one, give them a call, show them that care. Listening to that little girl say this was one of the hardest things I've ever heard. She's watching Tarzan and she's connecting it to the loss of her father. And so as we barbecue and swim on Monday, there are those who are mourning those that they've lost. So if you've ever had a family member that you've lost, I give you a big virtual hug. I wanted to share this story because many times we forget about perspective. We forget about the perspective of what's happening in our lives. We forget about the perspective of what's going on during a certain situation. I was talking to a pawnbroker the other day, and they were talking about how I don't know what to do, and my pawns are dropping like crazy. And so I started asking questions. I started saying like, well, what's working, what's not working? I have this much cash in my life. Great. I've paid more bills than I've ever paid off. Great. I have time to clean my store now. Good. So if you look at the way people see perspective, Memorial Day for some people is barbecue and swimming, and for other people, it's a Memorial Day for those who they've lost. And if you look at where you are in your business today, many people are crying, bitching, and moaning, and others are extremely happy for the opportunity that they have to be able to reset and redo what's going on. So think about that perspective in the way that you look at life. Think about the perspective of what you have. Think about the perspective of how lucky you are to be alive. How lucky you are to have family that's healthy, and around. So with that, enjoy your weekend. If you've lost somebody, then I remember this little girl who lost her father, and just reach out to somebody who's lost somebody, and let them know that you're there. Let them know that you're supporting them, that you've got their back, because it can't be an easy day. As everybody is celebrating and barbecuing and swimming and having fun, it's a day for them to observe and memorialize the person that they lost. So, love you, Danny. Thanks, man. A big shout out to the mastermind group. Somebody did a $30,000 loan today. That's big. That's work. That's perspective, right? They can either sit there and cry about stuff or make stuff happen. And then this person made stuff happen. So Bob says we honor all of those that have served. Always take time to remember. Yep, 100%, 100%. So thank you all. Have a safe weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you all. If you don't see me for a while, don't worry. I am just hunkering down at home with my family and spending time with them. So take care.